Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You can call us right now. Jump on there with us right now. You can also text us. Text JJR. Whatever's on your mind to 96893. Here's a text. John J, my family and I are going to get on a plane this morning in Mexico. Please send us a prayer. Thank you. Here you go. Good luck. John J and Rich, listening to the Afterwards podcast, which we dropped yesterday. It's John J and Rich Afterwards podcast. You can get that wherever there are podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever. Listening to the Afterwards podcast, I wanted to warn Peyton that having one food truck at her wedding will be rough in the sense of how long it takes to get your food. I suggest getting one more food truck because I've been to a couple weddings with food trucks and everyone was starving.
That's the plan. We're hoping to do a taco truck and then get an In-N-Out truck too. So that'll be fun.
Awesome. Okay, we do have big news. Back in February, Peyton and her family went to Belgium to tape a TV show. Right? The Quiz with Balls.
The Quiz with Balls, yeah. It airs on Fox, and then also you can watch it on Hulu. And I just got some really big news yesterday. Our episode is set to air Monday, July 7th. We're the 5th episode in season 2, and our episode is called Battle of the Ballers. So I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I can't wait to see it.
I know. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious because the concept of the show is just pure comedy. It's basically like Jeopardy and Family Feud mixed with a little bit of Wipeout. So I was like looking it up online, and this is the description of our episodes. It says, the Novias family and the Whitmore family go head to head to see who has what it takes to stay dry.
Right
okay,
on.
so it's ballers. Are they also basketball players? Are they baseball players?
They are a soccer family.
Okay.
And we are a basketball family.
That's clever. Balls, Quiz with Balls.
Exactly.
It's all tied in.
Good. All right, July 7th. It'll be so exciting. Can't wait to see
it's
it.
a Monday night, so.
Speaking of TV, I watched that show. It came out yesterday, Poop Cruise.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to get into a train wreck.
You guys have to go out of your way to see the show. You have to. It was mind-boggling. These people, 4,000 people go on a cruise. It's supposed to be a 4-day cruise from Galveston to Mexico and back. 2 days to Cozumel
a few years ago.
Cancun, 2013. But it's so well put together because all the people on the boat had their footage, right? And from their phones and their cameras. And so they put it all together. And it's just like everyone's dancing, everything's having a good time. They're supposed to come back. The last day on the way back, there was a fire in the engine, and the engine stopped. And then it just absolute chaos where then the power went out, the toilet stopped working. Then they ended up being on there 8 days.
Ugh, what a nightmare.
And they just started drifting to sea. They had nothing for days. And then they had to get tugboats. And when the tugboats started pulling the boat tipped a little bit, so all the toilets overflowed.
Oh, ew.
The carpets of every single people took their mattresses and they're sleeping out by the pools. It was like tent city. It was so crazy. But everywhere they walked, they were in sewage.
Yeah.
Sewage.
I can't even imagine the smell.
Oh, that's what they talk about. It's so terrible. And the whole show is only like 45 minutes long, maybe 50 minutes long, and it is.
So it's just one episode?
One episode. But you will never want to go on a cruise ship again. You've never been on one.
Do you remember my ex's aunt was on that cruise, that same boat ride? Because we had her on afterwards.
What?
Aunt Pam, crazy Aunt Pam, and her husband were on that very cruise.
Wow. Well, I wonder if they're on the documentary.
Well, they might be. She's pretty outspoken. So, because she was on the news here. We had news crews in here
disgusting.
when it was going on. I met a news crew, I think, in a parking lot, and they were talking about, like, well, have you talked to your aunt? Or she's still, I'm like, yeah, she's still on the boat. She was on that cruise.
Wow.
From Galveston, Texas.
You go out of your way to see it because I'm sure it's going to be number one on Netflix pretty soon if it's not already.
Sounds horrifying.
And the way they're talking to people on the cruise that were on it now. There was 3 girls that went on a bachelorette party and they drank and they partied and it was day 3 and they're hungover and all of a sudden the power goes out like in the dark. I mean, you guys. And there's a guy a crew member that works on the boat. I posted a video on my Instagram he said he was trying to go to the bathroom because there were no bathrooms. And when you did find a place to go to the bathroom, how disgusting it was.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
I put a video when I was watching. I was like, I put this on my Instagram. I just can't believe this is happening.
And what do? They offer you a free cruise after you're over? Because I don't think I would go.
At the
do
end,
they refund their money at least?
At the end, you know how they put the words up and tell you what happened?
Yeah.
Like at the end, they'll be like, everybody got their money refunded, and everybody also got a free cruise on another cruise. And actually, it worked out. One of the things that happened, they also tell you how it blew up in the media. At one point, another cruise ship came by, and they all had their phones leaning out to get the Wi-Fi from the other cruise ship. And that's when the story broke to CNN.
Wow.
Because they were able to do. I mean, it's freaking nuts, man. It's so well done. But you will never ever want to go to the ocean.
I don't like cruises anyway. Just in general.
Oh man,
throw that in there, you're done.
It's an unbelievable story. But people are getting off when they get off the ship. I guess that they also talked to the PR person for the Carnival Cruise, and they're like, surprisingly, everybody that came off the ship, all they talked about was how amazing the crew was. So it didn't really hurt them that bad.
Okay.
Right? And then they refunded everybody and they gave them a future cruise.
So they
and
made it right.
It's a complete story. But it's like you lived in a porta-john for 8 days, which I would not want to do. I don't care how much money. If they told me, we're going to give you $1 million to go on this cruise for 8 days and you have to live in feces, strangers' feces, Forget it, man. So you got to go out and see. Also, the other show I finished, Waterfront. How far are you in Waterfront? That's number 1 on Netflix right now.
I think I'm on episode 6.
It's pretty damn good, huh?
Yeah, it's really good.
I know. I'm like all in on it now. There's so many different villains too. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's.
And is that will there be a season 2 for that?
Yeah, I think there'll be a season 2. I mean, I think now they do shows where they don't know if there's going to be a season 2, so they kind of go, well, just in case,
open cliffhanger.
This might happen, right? But
yeah, for sure.
It's a darn good show, man. Anyway, Waterfront, number 1 on Netflix. And the Poop Cruise. I don't know. That should be number 2.
Always.
Hey, Pay Your Bills is back just after 9. We got $1,000 on the line, so you got to keep listening for the keyword. Oh, God, also Quiz the Balls. Quiz the Balls on Fox and Hulu, July 7th. Kyle, what's coming up with 3 things you need to know?
Starbucks is changing the way they charge for your favorite drink add-in. So soon it's going to be an extra 80 cents for any syrups or flavor combos that jazz up an otherwise unflavored drink. So adding that vanilla sweet cream to your cold brew, it's going to cost you. They're also tacking on an extra $1 for a scoop of matcha, 50 cents for dried fruit. Good news, though, substitutions like oat or almond milk are still free. Starbucks says, look, it's all about price transparency, but it kind of seems like they just traded the upcharge on alternative milks for these add-ons. The latest wellness trend is a little funny. It's adult tummy time. You know, like babies, they want babies to have a little bit of tummy time, help strengthen their neck. Well, for adults, lying face down like a baby for 10 minutes a day, they say helps reverse tech neck and bad posture caused by hours and hours on our phones. Physical therapists actually swear by this because they say it opens up your chest, engages your core, gives your poor spine a little bit of love. Of course, they say just check with your doctor if you've had surgery or are pregnant. But other than that, it's kind of positive for everyone to just act like a baby sometimes.
You're not going to fight with your spouse. I got to go. I got tummy time.
Exactly. If you are feeling stressed, they say, play a video game, but keep it chill. New research actually shows slow, open-ended games can help calm your body's stress response. Even if your mind is still spiraling a little bit, your heart rate drops, your sweat levels go down, and it's like a mini mental vacation. Think Animal Crossing, though, not like Call of Duty. They say calm games. Games that, like, you know, you can just have fun with. Like in Animal Crossing, you fish, you decorate, you garden, you vibe with your cute island neighbors. So no pressure, no rush type games equals no stress. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Is the vibe today, Peyton?
The vibe today is your vibe when you accidentally run into someone that you don't want to see. And if it's your birthday today, you are a Cancer and you share a birthday with Benson Boone.
Debbie, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. My sign is Cancer.
Okay, so Cancer. When you run into someone that you don't want to see, your entire body shifts into leave me alone energy. You pretend to be on the phone, you duck into a corner, and then you start writing a poem in your notes app about emotional boundaries. You kind of give iconic retreat behavior.
Yeah, sounds about right.
She's retreating right now. You can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Walking
Debbie. Away.
Thanks, Debbie.
Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.
Darren Lynn, good morning. What's your sign?
Libra.
Perfect. Okay, Libra. Kyle is also a Libra. So when you guys run into someone that you don't want to see, you Libras, you pretend that it's a rom-com moment. You're like, hey, with a fake joy, fake eye sparkle, and then you retreat the second that it gets awkward. You tell yourself that it wasn't that deep, even though it kind of was.
That is so spot on. Thank you, Peyton.
You're welcome.
Bye, Darren.
Okay, have a beautiful day. Bye.
Rosa, what's your sign? Rosa. Hello?
I'm a Virgo like John Jay.
My God, hello.
Hello?
What?
Hello?
Okay,
I'm a
Virgo.
Virgo like John Jay.
Okay, perfect. So this is your vibe, Virgos, when you accidentally run into someone that you don't want to see. You act normal, you're polite, and you're borderline boring, but 45 seconds later, you're full on analyzing everything that you said and rethinking your entire existence. Like, why was my voice too high? Did I blink too much? That kind of vibe.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Rosa.
Question for John Jay. This is about people that you run into that you don't want to see. Do you
Yeah.
ever run into people that you do want to see?
Very rarely. Well, like I said, I ran into my wife the other day.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that was fun. If I bump into you guys, I'm excited. Anyway, what do you got for Pisces?
Yeah, Rich, this is what happens when you accidentally run into someone that you don't want to see. You panic internally, but smile like nothing happened, and then you replay the whole interaction 47 times on the way home and convince yourself that they definitely still hate you. It's fine, you're fine, even though you're not fine.
I think people think we're classic overthinkers.
Yeah.
And that's probably true. Let me think about that a little bit.
What about for Leos?
Leos, I'm a Leo, so for Leos, when we run into someone that we don't want to see, we immediately flip our hair, fix our posture, and give them something to miss. We will not be seen in a bad outfit or with sad energy. This is our redemption arc, and it's cinematic.
All right, if we didn't get to your sign, they're all posted on our website, johnjandrich.com. I saw this list, and I think I could turn it into a game, I think. Or maybe just go around the room. You guys tell me. It's a list of real warning labels on products. Real. And I thought maybe I could tell you the warning label, what it says. You try to guess the product.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
difficult, but let's go. We're up for a challenge.
Because, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday and John just got a game for you.
Okay. Not intended for highway use. That is the warning on the product. What product am I talking about? We'll just go around the room. What do you think?
Is it a Honda Civic?
No. No.
Taking medication.
No.
Not intended for highway use. Oh, it's got to be like a toy scooter or something
Yeah, I was
like
going to
that.
say like a scooter or a skateboard.
Golf cart.
Oh, I would say it's like a speed decider thing.
It is a warning on a wheelbarrow.
Okay.
Okay, you're kind of close with the scooter.
Okay. Remove child before folding.
Stroller.
Yes, that is a warning on a stroller. And that, because somebody clearly sued, so they had to put a warning on it.
Which means someone actually folded their kid up in a stroller.
Once used rectally, the thermometer should not be used orally.
Gross. I think a thermometer.
That is a warning label on a thermometer.
I was going to be confused
Once
if
you
it was
commit,
something else.
that is only a rectal thermometer from now on.
You would think that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Drivers do not carry burritos.
Oh, it's got to be like a Chipotle car.
But that is a real warning on a Chipotle truck. This product not intended for use as a dental drill.
A nail drill.
Anybody?
I would say
That was
just
a
a
good
regular
guess.
drill.
Warning label on an electric drill. Avoid pouring on the crotch area.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yep. We all know why that happened.
The McDonald's.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Never use a lit match or open flame to check fuel level.
Gas. Your gas tank.
To check fuel level.
Like a lawnmower or something.
Close. I just can't believe somebody did this, that they had to. So somebody used a match to check the fuel level. It was a warning label on a jet ski.
Oh, man.
May cause drowsiness. Use care when operating a car.
Benadryl.
Yeah, like medicine.
Yeah.
It's a warning label on a bottle of dog medication.
Oh.
So you got to make sure the car doesn't go driving.
The
Or dog doesn't go driving. Do not allow children to play in the dishwasher.
The dishwasher.
On a dishwasher.
Has been found to cause cancer in laboratory mice.
Diet
Sunscreen.
soda.
That is a warning label on a box of rat poison.
Oh, hey now.
So just in case you have pet
Okay.
mice, you don't want to just kill the rats.
Hopefully you wouldn't be buying rat poison if you had pet mice. I don't know.
It should not be used for signing checks or any legal documents.
Crayon.
Sharpie.
Warning label on a vanishing ink marker.
Oh, that's clever.
Do not iron while wearing the shirt.
So it's got to be just a shirt, right?
It's a
Or the iron.
warning label on an iron-on shirt pattern. This product moves when used.
A car.
Warning label on a Razor scooter. Thanks, man. That's kind of why I bought it. Do not use while sleeping.
Do not use while sleeping. Like a farm tractor.
I don't even know how someone would do that, but it is a warning label on a hairdryer.
Weird.
Actually, I could kind of see
Me
that
too.
because, like, every once in a while, I'll just use my hairdryer as a little heater.
Oh,
you leave it
really?
on, and then people may leave that on while they're sleeping.
Oh, I was thinking like when you're at the hair salon and you use a hair dryer and you doze off a little bit.
That too.
These are real warning labels. Risk of fire.
Matches.
Close.
A lighter.
It is a warning label on a package of fireplace logs.
Risk of fire. Isn't that the intent?
Yeah.
Harmful if swallowed.
Legos.
Poison.
That is a warning label on a fishing hook.
Yeah, I could see how that would be.
May irritate eyes.
I feel like there's a lot of them that say that.
That is a warning label on a can of pepper spray. Which I believe, I would hope it does.
Some of these warnings are really ironic.
Do not eat toner.
Oh, sure. From a printer.
It's a warning label on a laser printer.
Who's eating that?
That's what I mean.
Well, some of the colors look delicious.
All right, this one. Safety goggles recommended.
When
Safety-
using an axe.
Nope. It's
Science
a
projects.
warning label on a letter opener. How aggressively are people opening these letters?
I really want to see what's in there.
Use like regular soap.
Is it just like hand soap?
It is a label on a bar of soap. Now, how do you use not regular soap? Anyway, that's it. Those are just some fun labels. Because it's Wednesday.
Wednesday, and John just got a game for you.
The Valley's #1 hit music station.
And home of John Jay and Rich.
25 years on the air, and I swear, John Jay and Rich, they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
1047 Kiss FM.
John Jay and Rich. Our phone number 877-937-1047. Shoot us a text. Text JJR and whatever you want to say, whatever's on your mind to 96893. You know, we're not a sports show. We don't get in sports, but sometimes I think it's really, really important to get in sports. I like to talk about the New York Mets right now.
Okay, let's do that.
See about their new pitcher. Yeah?
Or the name.
Listen, his name is like totally buzzing all over the internet. Some say it sounds like a character from an Austin Powers movie.
This might be the best name in baseball. Dickie Lovelady.
Enter Dickie Lovelady, the new Mets sensation.
It's a man, baby.
Hold on to your hats, Mets fans. Meet Dickie Lovelady, a 29-year-old pitcher.
The name of the new player, Dickie Lovelady.
The greatest name in sports. Dickie Lovelady is a Met.
It's a man, baby. It's a man, baby. It's a man, baby.
It's hilarious.
His jersey's going to sell.
Elon Musk, richest man in the world. This is a very random fact for you. If you made $10,000 a day for 365 days a year, ever since they made the pyramids, you'd only have 4% of Elon Musk's wealth.
That's insane. I don't think anybody should have that much money. That's wild.
That's so funny, Peyton, because I actually saw this article today about how people think it's immoral for other people to be filthy rich.
I mean, if I had Elon Musk money, I probably wouldn't be saying that, but I don't. So
It may seem like young workers prefer Slack and instant messaging to email, but in a new report, 60% of Gen Zers say they use email to avoid awkward conversations and workplace anxiety, especially women. True? False? Peyton, how do you feel?
I feel like that's true. I mean, a little bit.
There's a new term called screen divorce. It's when you never have to argue on what to watch. You just go back and forth where one person gets the TV, the other person watches whatever they want, another screen with headphones on. We can't do that in my house. I just go to another room. A feng shui expert is trending for his list of 4 things you should never keep by your bed. Scissors, trash cans, medications, And if you're in a relationship, fresh flowers by your bed can invite third-party involvement, they say.
What the heck?
Yeah, gnats probably.
Today is National Day of Joy. Just let you know, National Day of Joy. This next thing, I don't know the story behind it, but it's really pissing me off. And this is so typical. You know how you hear, don't eat butter. Go ahead, eat butter. Don't drink milk. Eat milk. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is really going to piss me off. A new study revealed drinks stored in glass bottles may contain more microplastics than those in plastic or metal containers. Come on.
What are we just supposed
after everyone got rid of their Tupperware and cups.
Yep. Like, it just seems like...
you just got to find a stream.
I just feel like it's balance. Just try to balance your life, and then I think you'll be okay.
I didn't even bother to, click on the link to read the story. I just saw the headline. I was kind of like, oh, come on, man. Okay. There's a new report about America's most trusted brands. They surveyed thousands of brands, thousands of people. So, let's go with Gen X. That's Rich and me.
Charmin.
Oh, that's pretty good, but no. Dawn dish soap, followed by Oral-B, Hershey's, Band-Aid, and Duracell. Other brands that ranked high, Heinz Ketchup, Tylenol, Home Depot, Betty Crocker, and M&M's. Those are trusted brands for Gen X.
I got no beef with Betty Crocker.
Kyle, the millennial of this group, what do you think is a trusted brand?
McDonald's.
No.
No?
Yeah, when I tell you what number one is, you're going to go 100%. 100%. Google.
Oh,
Google,
no, well,
Google.
I'd actually trust ChatGPT more than Google now.
Well, that's new.
I know.
So Google, followed by PayPal, YouTube, Dawn dish soap, United States Post Office, Lysol, Visa, Hershey's, Dove, Tide, Lego, and the Weather Channel.
Wow.
For Gen Z,
that Dawn.
The most trusted brand for Gen Z.
I mean, now that Kyle said ChatGPT, I would say ChatGPT, but honestly, the first one I thought of was Hollister.
No. YouTube, followed by
YouTube.
Band-Aid, Dawn dish soap in every single one.
They're really rocking it.
Costco, Google, Nike, Ben & Jerry's, Gatorade, Nintendo, Netflix, PlayStation, and Spotify.
Valid. I feel like the Band-Aid one is big because we all knew the Band-Aid jingle. I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me. Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised.
I think ours is Help Heal Me, I think.
Oh, really?
I'm surprised
I
there's
think
not
so.
more.
Stuck.
I don't know. I think you guys might be right. Maybe I had the jingle wrong.
Either way,
the whole
maybe
time.
maybe they changed it.
Someone asked online, they asked a bunch of non-Americans, what is your 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, right? You know how you do that?
Yeah.
From all over the world? So in China, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and so on. That's in China. In Quebec, they say 1 hippopotamus, 2 hippopotamus.
That's fun.
In Scotland, they say 1 elephant, 2 elephant. In Danish, we have 1 case of beer, 2 cases of beer. Anyway, in South Africa, it was 1 Mississippi, but none of us knew what that was. So we used to say, who is Mississippi? Who is Mississippi? Anyway, what do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Let's see here. So, Peyton, I think you're a daily showerer, yes?
Yes.
Without fail, right? You shower every day?
Without fail.
Kyle, John Jay?
No, definitely not every day.
Not every day. I did this morning, though.
You showered
I did
with
too.
With soap?
No way.
What are the chances?
Truly is a day of joy.
You guys are ridiculous.
We thank you so much. Although I don't know, Kyle, what your thing is, what you use instead of the shower. Like you just don't sweat.
Yeah,
usually.
I really don't sweat that much, so I don't shower that much.
John Jay uses his pool, and I used some science and looked up how long can you effectively use your pool as a shower without using soap.
I would guess a long time because the chemicals burn
it's
off the
a little
dirt.
longer than I would have thought, and you are right. The bonus is that the chlorine actually kills the bacteria off your skin and removes sweat without soap. But it does not remove oil or clean you or replace hygiene. So over time, you're going to get body odor, skin issues, clogged pores. So officially says science that you can go 2 days, but if you're swimming twice a day, you can go up to 5 days without taking a shower.
That's awesome.
But then after that, please take a shower according to science and life hacks. If you want to see that formula, it's up at johnjaneRich.com.
I am at 2 times a day. I swim two times a day. Yeah.
And shower every 3-4?
It depends on what's going on or how I feel. What'd you say, Peyton?
I said that's so gross. I just don't understand. No, I think just not taking a shower every day is so gross, and using a pool.
The chemicals.
It dries your skin out.
No, the chemicals are going to make your skin, like Rich just said, all gross and nasty and all ashy.
Then I have skin better. I throw the skin better on.
Yeah, the science
all over
says
your body.
Everyone should shower every day, especially living in 110 degrees.
the science says you're going to get ashy elbows.
Here's a text that says, John Jay, I just applied for the multimedia digital content producer. Look for my application. Donald, quote, Matt Carlton.
Donald Matt Carlton.
Put Matt in quotes. Anyway, yeah, we have a position open for Jenna on the show when she left a while ago. We haven't filled that yet. Here's another text. What was John Jay's sleep score last night? It may be the cause of those flubs. What flubs?
You're totally in your head now.
I have flubs all the time, I guess. My sleep score last night was pretty damn good.
What you got?
Well, on the Oura Ring, I wear two things, and I'm working on a third to monitor my sleep. My Oura Ring, my sleep was an 82, and that's good for us for getting up as early as we get up, right?
Yeah.
On my Whoop, I think I was an 87, which is really good. Wait, hold on. 85 on the Whoop.
Did you hear the RFK, the new health guy, says that everybody should have wearable tech within the next 4 years?
Why do you need 3 of them, though?
Oh, that's just me because
I know.
Because I got the Oura. Here's why. It's a great question.
It's like one isn't good enough.
Well, the Oura Ring is a ring you wear, and you're supposed to wear it on this finger, the pointer finger, right? And you wear it all day. But like when I go work out or I just deal with it on my finger, it's annoying. But I really like the sleep stuff, so I put it on at night when I go to sleep. So then this thing, Whoop, I got from your husband because he wears it all day. But it's so high tech and there's so much information. I don't know how to read it. I just read the sleep stuff. So I wanted to see what was better. So I still don't know. Then the third one I'm going to get is because I want this mattress called the 8 Sleep mattress. Your brother-in-law had it. It was 2 years ago we talked to your brother-in-law about it. And I want that. And I heard when you get that, there's an app for that. And so that would be my third one. If I ever get it, I don't know. I was hoping to get it for Father's Day, but no such luck.
Could you tell us again all the extra things that you have just besides laying down when you go to sleep? So you've got the Whoop strap, the Oura Ring, and what else?
CPAP. I wear CPAP. A mouth guard.
Yeah.
Earplugs.
Uh-huh.
I wear a ski mask underneath that so I don't get marks on my face. Sometimes I wear headphones. And now I added the Skin Better lotion. I can't go to sleep until I put this cream on my face.
Did you say oxygen?
Oh, they got oxygen tank.
I think that's a big thing to overlook.
The oxygen tank is hooked up too.
And you don't need it.
No, the oxygen tank is it's 50 feet of tubing and it's all the way into far away in the other part of the house because I don't want it to wake up my wife because it makes a little bit of noise.
You're so ridiculous.
Carly said, hold on, Carly, 1 second. I feel like my sleep score is as good as it is because of the oxygen. If I didn't have the oxygen,
travel anywhere? Would sleep anywhere overnight?
Well, I don't take the oxygen tank with me.
Well, of course not. Why would you?
Right, but I take CPAP. Carly, good morning.
Hi.
Carly sent a text, by the way. What was your text?
I said, did John Jay drop the F-bomb in yesterday's show?
Hope not.
I don't think so. I pretty much know he did not.
It was right before you guys called the guy who had said he was run over by a train.
Oh, okay.
Right before that, you said, I feel like this is worth calling to see what he's blank talking about.
Okay, let's see. We pulled the audio. Nick pulled the audio. I mean, if there's an F-bomb, Nick, I sure hope you put a bleep over it. Let's see. Here we go. 43 cars.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, I feel that's worth calling and seeing
How are you not dead?
How are you not dead? What?
You did like a weird noise, but I don't think it was an F-bomb.
I feel like I got to hear it again because I definitely did not hear an F-bomb.
43 cars.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, I feel that's worth calling and seeing
How are you not dead?
How are you not dead?
I think you're starting to say something. One of us cut you off, so you stopped and restarted.
You guys got to let me finish my sentence. Stop interrupting.
Sorry about that, man.
Thanks, Carly. Thanks for listening. Thank you very much for listening.
Interrupted your cuss. You're welcome.
Just like Rich interrupting me saying thanks for listening. Thanks, Carly. I almost said thanks for effing listening, but you cut me off. All right. Bye, Carly.
Bye.
So yesterday, Kyle was leaving. I texted her. She had this thing. She was going to a doctor's appointment.
You're so dumb. He's so dumb.
She had a doctor's appointment. What do you call it?
I had an appointment at the dermatologist for like a skin check because I've had like a basal.
Yeah.
So skin cancer.
And we were talking on the phone on your way there, and then I was like, when we hung up, I kind of felt like I don't think that I came across as concerned as I should be that she's going for the. So I went to ChatGPT and I said, hey, could you please write me a text to send to my friend? I go, it's a girl and her name's Kyle. Because I kind of don't know if ChatGPT knows that already, but I kind of feel like he does. So then I go, I really want to be really, really concerned. I go and overdo it. And so it gave me this great text.
It was like 18 paragraphs long.
Oh, my God.
And he texted it to me.
It was so beautiful.
I was like, ChatGPT really outdid itself with that one.
Did you read the whole 18 paragraphs?
No.
Oh, that's rude.
I read like the first three. Johnny, I'm not a reader. You can't send me a book. It's like, yeah, I get it. You're concerned and you wanted ChatGPT to express that. I appreciate it.
I was very concerned. I wanted you to know that I was concerned. What happened?
Well, I mean, it was unnecessary concern. It's just like a yearly checkup. Just
well,
to
we were
make
talking about
sure
something else. We were talking about something else, and I go, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to the skin doctor to get a check. And I was like, and then we hung up, and I was like, man, was I not? I should have been like, oh my God.
I think it's because you heard, because I said I'm getting a checkup for skin cancer.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do is they scan your body and they make sure like there are no spots that need like cutting off or biopsied or that kind of stuff. It's just responsible to do when you've had like the history that I have.
And when you live here, too.
Yeah. I live in Arizona and I used to work at a tanning salon and was irresponsible with sunscreen,
So my text from ChatGPT, because this is at noon yesterday. Kyle, I've been thinking about you all day. Seriously, I know it's just a routine checkup, but when someone as special as you is going through anything remotely medical, it doesn't feel routine to the rest of us.
Oh my gosh,
That's
the
good.
drama.
You're one of those people whose light is so bright, we just assume you're invincible. But even the strongest lights deserve to be protected, checked in on.
That's
and
where I was
lifted.
at.
It goes on.
You hung in that long?
How'd it go, by the way?
Okay.
How did it go?
Okay. Well, I mean, the good news is that they burnt off a couple pre-cancers, so I always think that's a good thing. Get rid of them and then staying on top of it, and I'm happy about that. But there
Where?
was on my arms.
Oh, wow. You know what you're
Couple
worried about, too?
arms.
Do you say that?
I don't like the spots on my arms. I don't like the spots. But that's just going to keep happening because that's my skin. That's who I am. But I did have, I guess, somewhat of like a very embarrassing moment. It's weird that we were just talking about this earlier. Like, I generally don't sweat a lot. It's hot outside, and I generally just don't sweat a lot. It's just how I've always been. But for some reason, when like the dermatologist came in, I didn't realize it, but my body completely started sweating. And I wasn't nervous, so I don't really know what the deal was. But when you go in for a skin check, they have you literally derobe. You take all your clothes off and you put on, those doctor office paper outfits.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sitting on the paper that's on the chair with the paper vest and the blanket thing that they make you just kind of like robe yourself with. And I realized like, I'm sticking to the chair right now. Like I'm sticky. And so she's checking around my armpits and I'm like, oh, this is kind of gross. And then I don't know if this is TMI, but she goes like, right, you have to go right under the breast area. And I'm like, there's sweat. Like, and she has to feel this right now. And I'm just like getting hotter thinking about it, probably sweating more because of how embarrassed I am at this point. Then to top it all off, she's like, okay, now I stand up because she wants to like check, like the back of my legs. And I literally like pulled the
sticky paper?
I pulled the paper off the chair because it stuck to my butt.
Thank God it was a girl.
That's so funny.
I apologize for sweating on you.
So mortifying because I feel like that's me anytime I go to the gynecologist. That's the worst.
Like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. She's like, it's okay. Some people sweat a lot. And I'm like, that's what I feel like I'm doing right now. I'm humiliated. I have to run away.
You understand? I don't sweat.
It was like a very unusual moment for me. But
is that why you showered this morning?
That is why I showered this morning.
But that's an important thing to do. Get checked. My wife gets checked every 3 months. I get checked once a year. Whatever the routine is.
Once a year is usually about the norm.
Usually normal. If you have extra concerns, it's like once every 6 or 3 months, whatever they recommend.
Did you ask them about the melatonin thing?
I did.
And
she says she doesn't recommend it.
Oh.
I know. She says she doesn't recommend it because what it does is I'm going to get the word wrong, but she said it activates the melanomas or something like that. It's a word like that. And she said, you can't necessarily only choose to activate the good ones. So it could increase your chance of getting skin cancer.
I just looked it up yesterday for you guys, and it says it does great things. I'm looking for it now, but it's supposed to increase your sexual activity too.
Hey.
Like the melanin.
Your activity, like you're going to bring people to you?
The melanin.
Do her.
You're out at the pool.
I can't. Well, you took the melanin, man. So what you're talking, it's this peptide I'd heard about that makes you tan, and Peyton and Kyle were like, let's do it. I'm like, yeah. So I bought it. So should we not do it then, even though I paid for it? You're getting a tan no matter what.
She said professionally, I can't recommend that.
Because my doctor
they
fine.
wouldn't recommend going tanning or being out.
That's true. I get what they're saying.
I mean, she's a professional.
So she's like, if you go sit in a tanning bed, most likely you're going to activate stuff that could cause bad things.
Exactly.
So she's saying, because my doctor said it's harmless.
Yeah, well, peptides usually are.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we should risk it for the biscuit.
So do I. At least try it at least once.
Let's do it.
I mean, I think if it was something we were doing all the time and we're spending all this time outside in the sun, you're going to obviously increase your risk of sun cancer. I think she was just being responsible.
Okay, so we
could be
there.
irresponsible.
All right, so the three of us.
Totally. We are not medical professionals.
Peyton, Kyle, and I are going to take this peptide called melatonin 1 or melatonin 1. It's going to makes us darker.
When does it come in? Do you know?
It shipped. They told me it shipped the other day.
Heck yeah. It's here tomorrow so I can lay out by the pool on Friday.
Shoot us a text JJR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893, or call us at 877-937-1047. Taylor has a story about a text gone horribly wrong, I believe. Am I right, Taylor?
Yes. Hi, good morning, guys.
Hi, what happened?
So I was working at a restaurant, and my manager went to the bathroom, and she comes back, and, we're setting up the bar and whatnot, and I look down at my phone, I get a notification, and it's a picture of her naked.
Of her naked?
Oh, my.
Of her boobs, yep.
Her boobs, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I look down, and I'm just kind of like, what? And I look up at her and look back down at my phone, I'm confused. And then she looks down at her phone, and then she looks up at me just mortified.
Awkward.
Like her face was in it. Don't you want to edit out your face for incriminating reasons?
Her face was in it. She's now married to this man, which she wasn't at the time, but...
I feel like if I was her, I would feel so much better knowing that it was like a female coworker, because it's like you've seen them all. You're good. Like if it was a male coworker, it would be a totally different game.
Way worse.
Yeah.
So true, so true. Too bad it was the beginning of the shift, though. It just...
Well, thanks, Taylor. Thanks for sharing that with us.
You're welcome. You guys have a great day.
You too. 877-937-1047. If you have a missed text story to share, we want to hear it. In the meantime, let's shift gears to the wellness part of our show and get into Peyton's mental health.
Hey, you guys know how I've been crashing out lately? Well, I had my therapy appointment last week, and I was talking to her. Her name's Wendy. She's the best. And she was like, going through my day, she's like, are you still working out? And I was like, no, can you tell? Like, I thought maybe she was like, it was a different vibe. And she was like, I guarantee you 100% that the reason that you've been crashing out and that you've been acting a fool and things have been making, like, things that are minor seem like they're so much bigger is because of the lack of movement in my body. And I went and I worked out, and I was like, the whole time I'm working out, I'm at Hot Works, I'm busting out on the bike, and I'm like, you're so right, Wendy. I feel so much better after this. So now I just know that in myself and in my soul that I need to move my body in order for me to stay sane. So,
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's like you always hear, like, Kyle, I know you've done a ton of stories, how it's like you got to move your body, like the endorphins, it makes you happier and all that stuff. But for some reason, it really, really does affect me so much. So it's kind of a good little mental note.
Well, you're an athlete. You've been doing it your whole life. So when you stop doing it, your body's probably like, hey, I kind of needed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it probably affects you in all different ways.
Without a doubt. And yeah, I played basketball my entire life. I got to play in college, got all my school paid for because of it, which was such a blessing. And actually just a couple weeks ago, like when I was actually playing with my high school girls, I got back home and I was like, I missed this. Like, this is like another form of therapy for me, like just having a ball in my hand. So I definitely need to go back to that too. So it's been good.
You know, I can't remember who said it, but it's a famous saying, but it was like, movement is medicine.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to get that tatted.
What's up? Yeah, get that tatted.
Yeah, right here on my arm.
I was at this, I don't know what you call it, this mastermind retreat over the weekend. And one of the guys there was speaking, and he said, he told a saying that his mom used to say. And he said, there's a reason wellness starts with a we and illness starts with an I.
Interesting.
Hey.
I know. I thought that was awesome. And I was like, man, my dad, he was like, guests and fish both smell after 3 days. he didn't have like really good, powerful. If he went with the wellness thing, maybe I'd be more healthy instead of I don't want to talk to people that can't stay at my house. And then you too, Kyle. Are you working out?
No. I mean, I should be. It doesn't affect me, I think, the same way as it affects you, Peyton. But I do, like about, I think a year ago-ish, I was sharing with you guys that I had downloaded this app. It's the Alexia Clark workout app. And I had gotten really into it. Like, I was pretty consistent with it for about 3 months. And then life just gets busy, and like it was like, I don't even know, I think it was May-December when I dropped off and then just never went back. And so
You mean May-December like a month ago? 2 months ago? May?
No, last year.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it's Christmas, and who's going to work out around Christmas? Either way, like the other day, I see this notification that a charge just went through on my credit card, and it was the renewal of my membership to that app. And I was like, oh my gosh. First of all, I forgot that I had put it on auto renewal. Second of all, they probably sent a bunch of emails letting me know, but it's in my spam email and I don't go there. So it just happened. And I was like, I could email and say I'm not going to use this anymore. Or I could use this as a sign from the universe that's saying, you need to start working out again because it's been too long and your body is looking like it.
I think you should take the sign from the universe.
It's good motivation.
Yeah. And also, like, it's not super dirt cheap, so I need to make it worth it. I just spent this money. I'm going to invest that money in myself and not let it go to waste by not using the app.
It's okay, I think, to kind of trick yourself into that. Whatever motivates you. If I make an appointment with somebody, it's like, well, I don't want to waste their time and not show up for the appointment, even though if I didn't have the appointment, I'd probably just go home.
Totally.
I have a deal where if I miss, I have to pay $80.
That's great.
It makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
I usually miss because a meeting here happens. It goes longer than I expected. I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to pay $80. But your thing, I'm curious, Kyle, to the Alexia Clark lady, how much money she makes that's from people forgetting that it renews.
So much.
I bet you that happens. That's why these membership companies are huge.
That's why every company does memberships, because most people are like,
I know, like when I buy something on Amazon, like there's this. I love these wipes. They're called dude wipes. They're for when you go number potty, and it says on, do you want to buy renewal? I'm like, no. I'm like, wait a minute. No matter what, I will be pooping.
I will be using them again.
No matter what, I'm not falling for your scam.
Totally.
And then I bought like a packet of 6. Or my wife got me a packet of 6, and then I go, I don't know how much time goes by. I go, hey, 6 more came, and she goes, I just got these for you. I go to the bathroom. Like, I use them. Like, I'm using them.
It's a good thing you're using them and they're not going to waste.
Right. Well, they are going to waste. Play a word.
Pun not intended.
Word. Buns not intended.